Alrighty, everyone. Well, game number 4 in this best of 5 series finds us on Kairos Junction LE. Spawning here in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, playing with the red Terran pieces. He's currently up and is on match point and wants to close out this series right here and right now. His name is SpeCial. And his opponent, spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map, playing with the blue Protoss pieces. He's currently down, but certainly not out of the series just yet. His name is Neeb. So guys and girls, this series, has been absolutely intense up to this point. An incredible semi-final matchup between two titans of their specific races. And, you know, like I said, this is, of course, a best of 5 that was played at the WCS spring event and was one of the semi-final matchups of that tournament. So if you win this, if SpeCial wins this right here and right now, he moves on to the grand finals of the WCS spring. But we can't forget about Neeb. This is a guy who's one of the best Protoss players out there and is someone who is, you know, definitely not going to go down without a fight. This is a guy who is very capable of getting back into a series and flipping the script, so to speak, because when we look at things, a lot of times in this, you know, StarCraft 2 matchups, a lot of times what it comes down to is momentum. And right now, SpeCial certainly has that momentum, but all it takes is one little thing to happen, and things can be completely turned upside down on one of these players. So, should be interesting to say the least what ends up happening in this series as we see SpeCial going ahead. He's going to get that barracks into that orbital command and then followed up with the natural command center, so very standard on his end. We're going to see the gateway into the cybernetics core and then into the natural nexus by Neeb. So on both sides, relatively standard. We are going to see a quick robotics facility constructed for Neeb, but still pretty standard on both sides as of right now. But you gotta love it. You gotta love it. These are two incredible players at the highest levels of StarCraft 2 currently, just really duking it out. And SpeCial has really surprised me in this tournament so far. Absolutely, some mind-blowing experiences that I've witnessed with SpeCial. Neeb's been playing very good as well. This is a guy who had a very, didn't have a very good year in 2018. And it looks like he is starting off 2019 very strong with, getting deep into a tournament. That is a huge ordeal for these players as far as building momentum for further tournaments later on in the year. That said, we're going to see a Adept. This Adept is going to try to get a little bit of some scouting information, be a little bit of a nuisance, which is what Neeb did early on in game number 1. So I'd love to see Neeb go back to what he was doing as far as as far as I'm concerned, in game number 1, what helped him win that game was he put so much pressure on SpeCial throughout the game, and SpeCial really wasn't even able to get out of his base to force a counterattack, and Neeb was able just to overwhelm his opponent, in the later stages of that game number 1. But with that being said, we are going to see a Cyclone now is going to be out. We are going to also see a War Prism is going to be coming in. Now, a Robotics Bay is being constructed. Oh, I love this decision a lot. Changing it up a little bit is definitely what Neeb needs to do, as we're seeing the Robotics Bay as well as 2 more gateways being constructed. I love this. This is awesome. So Neeb is going to try a little bit of something different. We could very well see Colossus, which I think is going to be a huge move. That could be massive in this game, in this series. This could be a monumental moment if SpeCial does not find out about this. Here we go. Looks like a little bit of some micro back and forth between these two players. And it does look like these Marines as well as that Cyclone are going to try to keep tabs on that War Prism. But that being said, oh man, this is what I love, is there's so many mind games that go into play here, as we're going to see a Forge being followed up now for Neeb. So he's going to start getting those +1/+1 upgrades here for those ground-based units. We are going to see the Colossus coming in. Oh, I I love it. Absolutely love the change up here by Neeb. He realizes that he's on match point, and he's got to do something to throw SpeCial off guard a little bit and just overwhelm him. Now we are going to see the third Nexus coming in as well, and so that third Nexus is going down, and at this point, this is exactly what Neeb is doing. He's trying to keep his opponent at home to not allow him, you know, to buy himself some time here, because at this point, SpeCial has no idea about this third base. He has no idea. Okay, he does know about the robotics. He knows about the robotics facility, but however, he still doesn't know about this robotics bay. Yeah, he doesn't know about the robotics bay. Oh my god. See, this is what it comes down to, guys. The mind games are real. When we talk about StarCraft 2 and the you know playing this at a very high level, you got to be on your A game. And SpeCial, I mean, he's certainly not out of this thing just yet. And, you know, he can obviously transition when he finds out about this. But this could be absolutely huge in this game as we go. Now, the starport is out. We're going to see double medevacs coming in. So those Vikings are not coming out, which would be absolutely huge for SpeCial to be bringing out at this point with the Colossus coming in. But that being said, we're going to be seeing a couple of units that are going to start moving out. Raven and a Cyclone for SpeCial. He's going to try to maybe get a little bit of some scouting information in, as we're seeing more Colossus being added on to the mix here. Marine's going to be going out. Now, it does look like, okay, SpeCial does know about this third Nexus, so he does know about that. But the thing is, he doesn't know about the Colossus as of yet. Very interesting. This is going to get very interesting extremely quickly, because with Stimpack, it's going to be finished under less than 5 seconds. But these, the extended thermal lance, when that gets researched here, it's going to be very scary. Extended thermal lance is going to be finished up in less than 10 seconds. Charge is going to be finished up in a couple of seconds. We're going to see ground armor level 1 going to be finishing up as well. And here we go. The Colossus are out. And there you go. As SpeCial now finds out about this. But oh man, a lot of damage being dealt right off the rip there. As we see infantry weapons level 1 is going to be finishing up as well. And immediately we're going to be seeing liberators that are going to be coming in now. So it does look like Neeb has showed his hand at this point. But these Colossus, it looks like they do get the cancel on that that third command center. And here we go. Are they out of position a little bit? Now the Raven's going to be very, very helpful, at least for the time being. But these Colossus are going to try to pounce on this army here. And this could be absolutely devastating. Those Colossus weren't even in commission, and these Zealots were really doing a ton of damage. Oh my. So Neeb takes the lead now. Beautiful play here. Neeb is, or I should say SpeCial, is going to have to figure something out, because these Marines are dropping like flies at this point to the extended thermal lance Colossus. Wow, what a beautiful change up here by Neeb. Neeb is happily on 3 bases, and SpeCial cannot get this third command center constructed yet. Neeb is forcing some substantial problems with these Colossus. Absolutely brilliant play by Neeb. He needed this in order to, you know, really try to have a chance at tying up this series and forcing a Game 5. This could be huge. Absolutely huge. The Colossus switch up in this game has been the tail of the tape so far in this game. Now, we are seeing Vikings coming out 2 at a time, and the Ghost Academies being constructed as well. I love that decision by Neeb. Beautiful, or I should say SpeCial. Beautiful decision making there. I think that could be absolutely helpful to the full extent for SpeCial at this point. But oh man. This could be very dangerous. Now, Neeb, I should say SpeCial is not out of this game by any stretch of the imagination. He can still close this thing out. But what has been very difficult for SpeCial is he's not on that third command center. And that is going to be a problem later on in this game if he's not careful. And it looks like this is honestly what looks to be an all-in here, because there is a lot of red moving across the map as well as SCVs. Oh, here we go. Could this be the game in this series? Can SpeCial close it out right here, right now? It does look like the charge is being activated here by these Zealots. And here come the extended thermal lance. Colossus. We see Zealots. We see, oh my god, the Stalkers, the beautiful force field. Absolutely doing so much damage here are those Stalkers. And it looks like the Colossus are just shredding this army. But at the same time, SpeCial is still in this thing, but GG is called, and Neeb ties up the score, and we move on to a game number 5. I hope you guys did enjoy this game between Neeb and SpeCial, and if you guys did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, stay positive, and as always, I'll talk to you guys all in game number 5.